Hello, wonderful moms and dads. Today we're going to speak about the most important topic ever, and that is how do we establish healthy boundaries in healthy ways? Boundaries. Such a tough one for so many of us. Not only as parents, sometimes difficult for us to establish boundaries with our loved ones and our spouses and our family and our friends and our neighbors. Difficult for a lot of us. So let's look at how we create drama when we're stressed. Because when we're stressed, we can slip into something that is called the persecutor, which means that we just get angry and we're frustrated and we're annoyed and irritated, and finally we've just had it and we say, that's it, from now on, this is the way it is going to be. That's not going to work. It's going to create resistance in the children. So then there is another thing that happens to us when we are stressed. We may go into overwhelm. We're exhausted. We're so tired. And we kind of don't know, how do we do this in the best way possible? And so we end up kind of pleading with them, guys, I need you to do it this way, please. It's going to be so much better for us all. But that's not going to establish boundaries. No one's going to take you seriously that way. And then there's the third way we create drama, and that is by becoming a rescuer. So we may speak about the boundaries, we may establish them, and then what happens is we don't consistently and strongly put them into practice. So how do we establish boundaries without stress and drama? Well, to begin with, you need to understand that we have got two selves. There is the stress self, which we've just spoken about, and that is what I call the lower self. And then there is what I refer to as the higher self. The higher self is just that part of us that is so calm, serene, at peace with ourselves. We feel so grounded and comfortable in our own skin. And when we are in that peaceful, calm place in the center of our being, you know what happens is we come across, we show up completely differently. Our energy is different. Our tone of voice is different. The look in our face and our eyes is different. Our body language is so loving and engaging. It's a completely different way of setting boundaries. So what does it sound like when you're setting a boundary from the higher self? Let's take an example. Let's look at establishing mommy time. We all need mommy time. Self-care is hugely important, not only for ourselves, but for the sake of our children. So you call the children in, and from this place of total centeredness inside of you, this place of calm and serenity and joy and peace and love, you tell them with a very matter-of-fact tone of voice. You're not angry, you're not a victim, you're just telling them from a very strong place inside of you that I have some news for you, and I want to share something important with you. And that is that from now on, guys, I am going to be taking mommy time. What that means is that I'm going to be taking some time each day for myself to do things that I need to do. And so when I say to you, I'm going to be taking mommy time now, I will also tell you how long it's going to last. And then what I need from you is that I need you not to interrupt me, not to call me, not to ask me questions, but to go and do things that you love to do. Just for the time that I've told you I will be in mommy time. And then when I come out of mommy time, we can get together again and have lots of fun. If the children resist this or they push back against this, you repeat the same thing in exactly the same warm, loving, yet strong, objective, matter-of-fact tone of voice which says, this is not negotiable. This is the way it's going to be. So how do we get to this place of calm inside of us? In the center of our being, there is this place. We all have it. We just don't go there that often. So how do we find it? Well, one of the most amazing tools for doing that is meditation. Because when you meditate every day, whether it's for 10 minutes or 15 or 20 minutes or more, once you fall in love with meditation, then what happens is that we are clearing the stress away and we are connecting with the higher self. And so when you come out of meditation, you come out with your higher self in this place of peace and calm, and you're able to speak to children in a different kind of way. And we all know that we are energetic beings. So when our energy is just this most beautiful, calm, non-negotiable kind of energy that comes across with love but strength, guess what happens? The children get the same kind of energy. They too become centered and calm and more available to listen. So I'd like to ask you to think about this. Am I the kind of person who creates my own stress and drama when it comes to boundaries? Because I'm trying to set a boundary by being a persecutor or a victim or a rescuer. It's important to know how you're setting yourself up for failure when it comes to boundaries. Because when we're in stress mode, boundaries will never work for us. So I'd like to say in closing that when you come from that beautiful place of calm and centeredness and serenity and peace and enormous love and compassion, setting boundaries is really easy. To learn how to find that beautiful calm place in the center of your being, that stress-free place, I have got two wonderful resources for you. The first is some free meditations. Please try them. They are wonderful and they will make such a difference in your life for everything that you do. And the second is my video parent coaching program. I'm really proud of this program. It's one of a kind. See the link, visit the page and learn all about this. I wish you lots of wonderful boundary setting experiences. Bye now.